Good evening, Lagos. Welcome to Sports Cruise live on mainland 98.3 FM. My name is Olajide Olatunji Olaniyi, otherwise known as Triple O, and of course we'll be here from now till 7 p.m. To serve you all the hot sporting gist right there across the world, not just Europe, also across the world. Because yes, there's action on the African scene. I'm talking about action in the CAF. In the CAF Competitions Cup, one game has been concluded. Young Africans defeated Marumo Gallants by 2-0. There is one game currently ongoing as well. It is halftime in that one, and it is ASEC Mimosas against USM Oja. That game is goalless at halftime, and yes, we are waiting for the second half to commence. Also, at the African Cup of Nations under 17 going down in Algeria, Senegal are leading South Africa by 3 massive goals to nil. Yes, 3 massive goals for Senegal against South Africa. And later tonight, the North African Derby will see Morocco go head-to-head with Algeria by 8 p.m. Also, we've seen action already in Italy, and this one is concerning the Italian Open, where Stanislas Wawrinka has defeated his opposition in that one. Yes, the former world number 3 Stanislas Wawrinka shone following a rain delay at the Italian Open earlier today. As the oldest player in the men's draw, he powered past Ilya Ivashka 6-2, 6-4 to book his place in the second round. And joining Wawrinka is 3 times a Grand Slam champion. I'm talking about for Wawrinka, I beg your pardon, he will play Thomas Martin in the next one. Yes, he will play Thomas Martin in the next round. For Thomas Martin, he overcame Luca Van Asch in that one. And in the women's tournament, former US Open champion Sloane Stephens also defeated Nadia Pedorowska 6-4, 6-2 to open a Rome campaign in style following a triumph in St. Malo last week. Yes, that's the update coming from the Italian Open. Stanislav Wawrinka have won his match against Ilya Ivashka, and we'll see more games for today. Yes, more games also has been concluded. Games scattered everywhere. Kokinakis, yes, he has advanced to the next round as well against Muna after Muna retired in that one. So it was just the first set was still on. Kokinakis was leading by 4 games to 2 before Muna retired in that one. As we speak, Popperin and O'Connell are currently playing 6-2. Popperin took the first set and is leading the second set as well by 3 games to 2. Giron is also in action, is losing. So action scattered around Italy right now as these players get set for the big one. I'm talking about the Roland Garros that will happen much later. But I'm not alone in the studio. The big one happened last night in the Santiago Bernabeu, where Real Madrid, yes, they were held to a 1-1 draw by Manchester City. 2 ferocious strikes in that game, one from Vinicius, the other from Kelvin De Bruyne. For me, I don't know which was a much more better goal in that one. I still find it hard to pick my favorite of these 2 goals on the night. But Opeyemi Pedro is here. He joins me on the show. Ope, good evening. Welcome to Sport Cruise.
Good evening, Triple. Good evening, Lagos. Well, it's another time to talk everything sport on radio. And, it's again, the leagues are gradually winding up. And then that's often like the most boring part of the year, where there's no weekend to look forward to. But then we've got a lot of competition.
I mean, the Under-20 World Cup will be on.
Under-20 World Cup, the senior FIFA Women World Cup
also will be on. So.
And of course, there's going to be a lot of pre-season friendlies. There's going to be a lot of, and hope they will pick up from there. But talking to beat Madrid home and away. In fact, they've been during the match.
Those stuff.
And not boys, and we saw it. He remains the boss.
Why I didn't make a substitute?
Because there are no.
Yes, the across
evidences,
the line.
You are right.
Yeah.
From
and Ancelotti has had to say on that decision. And also, Pep Guardiola, it sounds like a man that is grateful to get a 1-1 draw at the Santiago Bernabeu. But we are not alone. It's not just people and Okwe that are in the studio as we speak. I've got another Real Madrid fan in the studio, and yes, when it comes to talking sports, he knows his football, he knows his sport, and his name is Pedro. Welcome, Pedro. He's looking like he's a serious man. He's not serious.
Yeah, there are many of us that are not serious on this show.
Welcome, Pedro.
Good evening, guys. Good evening, Okwe.
Okay, now you use your mic properly.
Okay, good evening, guys. Good evening, Okwe. I'm watching Senegal. This under 17 Senegal boys. They are really good.
3-0 they are ahead, and they want to massacre South Africa
at getting more goals. And I'm really scared for the Eaglets though if they go further in this competition.
So someone else should help us knock Senegal out.
Not South Africa. They are already through.
The day we pade Senegal, that's the end of the road by boys to men. But I mean, it's just a testimony to the fact that the Senegalese football seems to be getting their mojo right now. They are dominating. Even the big soccer, they won CHAN, they won the under-20, they won the Nations Cup. So it just shows that if you do the right things. In terms of talent, I'm not sure the Senegalese are as talented as we have in terms of materials, in terms of players. But they've got one of the most sought-after football academies in Africa. So they've got products.
Okay, thank you very much, Okwe. We have to go for our commercial break right now. When we come back, we will continue with Sport Cruise live on Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't go anywhere. We'll do the post-mortem of that game from yesterday. I'm talking about the UEFA Champions League game between Real Madrid and Manchester City, and also a big preview of the Milan derby that will be happening later tonight in the other semi-final of the UEFA Champions League. Stay tuned. It's still Sport Cruise, and it is live on Mainland 98.3 FM. Don't go anywhere.
Mainland 98.3 FM, your number one radio. Reaching stars. The sound of Lagos.
Oh yeah. Nobody wants to grow old with no money. No. Make your retirement a smooth journey. So be smart. Save a little step up. Always smile and live up. Whatever you dream, go with NLPC-PFA. Retire happy, come to NLPC-PFA.
With our great returns on your contributions, we can help ease your transition to retirement when you decide to open a retirement savings account with us at NLPC PFA. To see how it works, check out nlpcpfa.com/services or connect with us now on 01-448-2780.
Come to NLPC PFA.
NLPC PFA, creating a brighter future for you.
Guy, see how many power bank only you dey carry. You dey sell am.
Oh boy, I get many important meetings today. I no fit miss them.
My brother, you dey give yourself wahala. How na? You suppose dey use the Itel P40 to dey power yourself. Enjoy real power with all new Itel P40. With just one charge, enjoy 3 days of fun with a 6000 mAh mega battery with fast charge and 7GB RAM. Also get 5GB data from Airtel for just 1000 naira when you buy Itel P40 and activate with an Airtel 4G SIM card. SMS GET to 141 now. Itel P40, one charge for 3 days.
Now midnight you dey so. You dey receive one important call. Now so you just hear.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Sharp, you don't begin check your wallet. But to cash no come deal. How e for be if you go fit to recharge without cash and them still sama you bonus on top your recharge anytime? Your credit don nearly finish? No wahala. Just download my MTN NG app to recharge your MTN line. Abi make you dial star 904 hash to buy airtime straight from your bank account to fiam any day, anytime, and enjoy 15% awoof bonus on top any amount wey you recharge. Na so e be o, very easy. MTN, wetin we dey do today?
Guy, see how many power bank only you dey carry. You dey sell am.
Oh boy, I get many important meetings today. I no fit miss them.
My brother, you dey give yourself wahala. How na? You suppose dey use the Itel P40 to dey power yourself. Enjoy real power with all new Itel P40. With just one charge, enjoy 3 days of fun with a 6000 mAh mega battery with fast charge and 7GB RAM. Also get 5GB data from Airtel for just 1000 naira when you buy Itel P40 and activate with an Airtel 4G SIM card. SMS GET to 141 now. Itel P40, one charge for 3 days.
Oh boy, this your cough, eh?
Baba, don't drink medicine, tire.
Self-medication? No, nah.
What did I go do? Hospital money no be here.
When Airtel and AXA Mansard Health Plan,
That's right. With the Airtel AXA Mansard Health Bundle, you get access to a doctor, medication, and hospital cover up to 100,000 naira. Dial *141*44# now to select the plan that suits you.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Guy, see how many power bank only you dey carry. You dey sell them.
Oh boy, I get many important meetings today. I no fit miss them.
My brother, you dey give yourself wahala. How now? You suppose dey use the Itel P40 to dey power yourself. Enjoy real power with all new Itel P40. With just one charge, enjoy 3 days of fun with a 6000 mAh mega battery with fast charge and 7GB RAM. Also get 5GB data from Airtel for just 1,000 naira when you buy Itel P40 and activate with an Airtel 4G SIM card. SMS GET to 141 now. Itel P40, one charge for 3 days.
Oh boy, this your cough, eh?
Baba, don't drink medicine, tire.
Self-medication? No, nah.
What did I go do? Hospital money no be here.
When Airtel and AXA Mansard Health Plan,
That's right. With the Airtel AXA Mansard Health Bundle, you get access to a doctor, medication, and hospital cover up to 100,000 naira. Dial *141*44# now to select the plan that suits you.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM. On Twitter at Mainland FM. We are the sound of Lagos.
You are listening to Sports Cruise on 98.3 Mainland FM. The cruise never stops.
Welcome back to Sport Cruise live on Mainland 98.3 FM. You're streaming live on Facebook and also on YouTube. Just go to Mainland 98.3 FM on Facebook and also on YouTube. You can join the conversation right there. You can also drop your comments right there on our Facebook and YouTube platforms. You can also call into the show. 0913 600 0410 is the number to call to join the conversation via the phone lines, and you can send in your messages via WhatsApp or via SMS to 0913 600 0430. Yes, those are the feedback platforms that you can use to get involved with us right here on the Sound of Lagos, Mainland 98.3 FM. My name remains Triple O. I've got Opeyemi Pedro and Pedro right here in the studio. And just as we were on that break, Senegal have made it 4-0 against South Africa. Yes, I'm talking about the African Cup of Nations under 17, currently ongoing in Algeria. 4-0. Senegal now lead against South Africa after 58 minutes of play, and the approach of this Senegalese team has been remarkable. I said it at the start of the competition that I have my high set on this Senegalese team, and oh my, they've been the best team. In fact, they are the team to beat in this competition. And should the Golden Eaglets of Nigeria win their game against Burkina Faso tomorrow, Thursday, they will be playing against the winner of Senegal against South Africa. And as we speak, Senegal, I mean, anything can still happen.
We are playing Senegal. Anything can
happen. Anything can still happen.
4-0, 58 minutes.
And Senegal still look like they want to get more goals. They can score 6 in this game.
So the interesting thing about this Senegal team is that I watched from the under-20 team, their under-20 team to down to their chan. They have more players from Generation Foot. There's this club in Senegal, Generation Foot. Yes. Once they have this alliance with Metz FC in France, once they see good players from Senegal under 18, they kind of transcend to Metz direct. They have 17 players from both the Chan, the under 17 from Generation Foot. They've moved to Met before even this tournament. From under 20, they have like 10 players from the China and the rest. Now under 17 team, they will have some players that will transcend to FC Met. Yeah.
And that was what I talked about. I was talking about Generation Foot when I said that's like the most sought after football academy that we have in Africa. Yeah. They've not just produced at this level, even for the national team. Yeah. I remember when Senegal lost the African Cup of Nations to Algeria, the one that Egypt stood in for Cameroon in 2019. And if you look at the generation of those players, a lot of them came out from that particular academy. So it's a system that is workable. It's a system that is fixable. It's a system that can work. And it's not like they're doing anything out of the ordinary, talking about the Senegalese, but they've been able to monitor their progress. And that's one thing I've always said. Developmental competitions, grade tournaments are supposed to help you, sell yourself. Fine, the extra icing is when you win. Under 17 World Cup, under 20 World Cup, the beauty is the fact that you're able to at least get a trophy. But I've seen a lot of players that have become highest goal scorer at this big tournament, and they've not gone on to do anything well for themselves, except exception. I mean, of course, there are exceptional fews, but the thing is this: when you have a system that can groom an academy, academy is so important to a football club. Now, the La Liga MPFL under 15 tournament just finished. And the team that played the finals from Plateau State was actually not the under 15 of Plateau United. Even though they wore the jersey of Plateau United, they were actually the academy of another privately owned academy in Jos. So you look at how many Nigerian clubs that actually have a functional feeders team. How many Nigerian clubs that actually have a functional academy? I remember there was a time that City of David were playing in the MPFL. They had under 12, they had under 15, they had under 20, both in male and, because I remember I got invited to the unveiling, both the male and female categories. But how many of these clubs in Nigeria actually have them? Is it the ones that cannot even pay the salary of the senior team? Are they the ones that will focus on the academy? So it's something we need to sit back and ask ourselves. When you produce quality players at the academy, you get a lot of money even as a club. When you are selling these guys, they make money. 2, you have a standard homegrown team. Not that we are failing to qualify for CHAN. The Niger Republic are beating us in CHAN. When we have a league that can sell anywhere in the world, if we fix ourselves, if we do the right thing. But look at the success that the Senegalese are achieving right now. They won the CHAN. They won the under 20. They are most likely going to win this under 17.
Now,
even the senior team, even the beach soccer.
Okay. Looking at this generation foot, some of the players that have come out of this academy, Sadio Mane is one of the big players that have come out from this academy.
Did you understand?
Pape Matassa, the famous Papi Cisse, the one that played for Newcastle United, Diafra Sakho, if you remember him, at some point he played in the Premier League as well. So these are top players. We've seen Moma Ndiaye, Cheick Gueye, Boubacar Gueye as well. A lot of top stars that have come out.
That is the biggest sports football academy in Africa. And we've seen the results. They've gone on to not just dominate the national team, but they've gone on to conquer. And of course,
this academy was founded just 23 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, 2000.
And again, you said just. And see, if you look at it, let me say 80% or 90% of the French-speaking part of Africa, that's the francophonic African countries, they find comfort in the French league.
Okay.
Togo,
let me ask you, we can easily, call Generation Foot as the biggest academy in Africa.
It is.
When you look at Nigeria, what academy comes to your mind as the biggest footballing academy in Nigeria?
A lot, actually. I mean, it's not like we don't have functional academies in this country. But what are the intentions of the owners of these academies? Some of these academy owners are technical directors to MPFL club sides. So it's a dealing. I give you one of my best players. I own the total right of that player. You pay his salary. If he gets any foreign transfer from your club, I still collect 80% of this player's rights. So most of these club sides just use this. Most of these academy use this club side to launch their players. I can't be giving them free publicity on the show.
Of course.
I know a lot of these club sides. I know a lot of these academies scattered around the country. I mean, the one that brought in Ahmed Musa is in Jos. Yeah. The one that brought in, what's this former Sunshine Stars captain? I remember his his name. I remember his name. The one that was in the team in the 2013 African Cup of Nations team. I remember his name. So we have been Obabona, thank you very much. Most of these guys came in from a particular academy. Even Mikel Obi came from the same academy. And this particular proprietor of this academy I'm talking about, anytime the Nigerian Professional Football League is on break, most of his players, in short, there's nobody in this country that has as much players as he's got in the Nigerian Professional Football club side. When the Nigerian League is on break, he hosts tournaments in Jos, and all of his players from Nasarawa United to Eyimba to El Kanemi to Lobby, they will all come to Jos. You will see big players, professional players that get to see on TV. They will come to that particular field where they came out from. So the thing is all about being intentional about. I've always said it. In terms of quality, we may not have it, but in terms of potentials, I mean, it's on record that Nigeria is like the biggest football exporting country in the world, even bigger than Brazil.
Well, biggest doesn't mean the best.
That's what I'm saying. In terms of potentials, we have it. In terms of the quality, we don't. I mean, look at this club, look at this academy we are talking about, just 23 years old. They've fixed Senegal.
Yes.
Both at the big soccer, under 20, the senior team, the
under
female
17
team, they've dominated effortlessly, and you can trace that dominance to a particular source, which is the club side.
Okay, let's move on the show. This one concerns AC Milan, although they get to play later tonight, and this is good news ahead of that game against Inter Milan at the San Siro later tonight, because yes, Liverpool and Chelsea targets Rafael Leao has signed a new contract with AC Milan. According to multiple reports, Leao has been chased by the Premier League clubs, but appears to have put an end to the speculations over his future. The Athletic reported that his most recent deal was expected to expire in 2024, but he has now put pen to paper on a new deal that will run until 2028. He is also a doubt for today's fixture. They are running a late fitness test, and as we speak, I cannot confirm if he will be starting that game for AC Milan against Inter Milan. Also, Newcastle United, they will renew their pursuit of James Maddison in the summer. The Telegraph claim that the Magpies will put in an offer for the Leicester City playmaker in the summer. They have been linked with a move for Maddison for some time, and he could leave the Foxes whether they get relegated or not. I mean, this is what happens to you when you are in the relegation battle. If you get relegated, they pick your best players, and Maddison is one of those best players right now in that Leicester City team. For the rest, maybe some other notable players that will leave already. Soyuncu, we hear he has agreed a pre-contract with Atletico de Madrid. Also, some notable players you can take from that Leicester City team. Maybe Avi Barnes, maybe. I'm not sure what will become of Kelechi Iheanacho should Leicester City get relegated. Wilfred Ndidi,
I really feel for Wilfred Ndidi.
I'm not sure what will become of him. I don't know if he will get offers.
That's why we always say it. The issue of Victor Osimhen. Football is very unpredictable. Injuries are part of football. If you don't know when to bend the rules and make quick fix, you run into trouble. There was a time about 3 seasons ago, even 2 seasons ago, where Wilfred Ndidi is like the most sought after defensive midfielder in English football. He's been linked to Manchester United, to Arsenal, to Tottenham Hotspur, to Real Madrid. Look at where he is right now. He's been one of the poorest players for Leicester City.
He has struggled with injuries.
He has struggled with injuries. He had cost Leicester City a lot of goals, direct contribution to goals being scored by the opponent. Now, I'm not sure there's anybody that would buy Wilfred Ndidi. When I mean anybody, I'm talking about top class club sides that probably would have bought him 2 seasons ago.
He might still get to join maybe any of those clubs that are coming from the Championship or some of the.
He could even still get club sides that are already established in the Premier League. Well,
but
being
not
established
the
is
top
relative.
Not the top one.
That's what I'm saying. You can still get, and Newcastle is not even part of that league anymore. They've moved on. That's the thing. So that's my fear for Victor Osimhen. Now that you're in a good form, we had this conversation on Saturday at one of the viewing centers close to my area. Now that you're in a good form,
take advantage of it.
Take advantage of it and move.
Okay, there's a man that has announced that he will be leaving Barcelona at the end of this season after 18 years, 719 appearances, and 31 trophies. I'm talking about Sergio Busquets. He is now expected to join Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia, fueling speculations that he could reunite with Lionel Messi for one more season. Well, he said, and I quote, in a farewell video released by Barcelona, the time has come to announce that this will be my last season with Barca. It has been an unforgettable journey. I always dreamed of playing with this shirt and at this stadium, and reality has exceeded all my dreams. I wouldn't have believed it. I wouldn't have believed you if you had told me when I arrived as a youth player that I would play 15 seasons at the best club in the world and surpass 700 matches. He went on and on and on, but finally, the last of the big trio in the midfield, talking about Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets, the last of them will leave FC Barca this season. At the end of the season, 31 trophies, 719 appearances, 18 years, definitely legend of the game at Barca.
Yeah, everything has a beginning would certainly have an end, and Barcelona is obviously one of the clubs where if you leave, somebody could even tell you that, see, if you don't play anything again for the rest of your life, you've earned it. And Sergio Busquets, I mean, he's still going to get big, maybe not big clubs as it is.
Al Hilal is going to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia. It's about the money now.
It's about the money. His retirement package. If Samuel Eto'o can go to Anshin Machaskala in Russia and collect 300,000 pounds every week, as at that time, then you know when to look around and say, you know what, let me get some extra millions or billions, man. Anyway, so it's a good one. And nobody, I repeat, nobody can take away the greatness of Sergio. And the fact that he didn't even leave when maybe he had become irrelevant to the side or he had lost form, he's still the captain of the side. Unlike Jordi Alba, where they agreed a contract with Inter Milan before they came to tell him that, bros, we have agreed a deal, and he refused to go, and he's still playing, he's still scoring vital goals for them. So I think this is the last of the soldiers, the last of the Trojans that ruled world football under Pep Guardiola at Barcelona. Lionel Messi is off. Xavi is back coaching. Iniesta
is the only member.
He's like the only member left now. Jordi Alba is part of the side too.
No, I don't think he played under Pep. He did not. It was after Pep. Jordi Alba joined.
Abida was 11.
Yes, Eric Abida. Thank you. Yes, it was Eric Abida. So I think the last man standing in that league, that golden generation that dominated. I hated watching Barcelona play those times. Like, the dominance is crazy.
Well,
why would you be having 92-7 ball possession?
All right.
They should end this match.
Wala for Nigeria. You know, I said I see 6 goals in this game. Now it is 5 goals to Senegal against South Africa. Yes, 5 goals to Senegal
this match,
against South Africa.
We are not fighting again.
This game will go enter 6-0. This Senegalese team, they know they play. Anytime they have that chance, anytime they have the ball, it's straight attacking without even, no back passes, no too much thinking about it.
So fantastic. The captain is so. I watched their first game and he was just giving passes. It was attacking spaces, and I was just asking myself, all of these guys, someone would just look up now and say this guy is not 17. Yes, maybe Africa, but I think this guy is just.
Who told you he's not 17?
Some people just come out and say Africa is not their real age. Look at this young guy.
He is 14 years of age. Officially, he's 14.
Triple.
Okay.
Let's continue with this show.
I just looked him up.
Triple.
Officially, he is 14 years of age.
Triple.
This is another 17 African Cup of Nations.
Anybody that is watching us now, you see that I'm folding this tissue. Triple, let's continue with this show.
Even
that MRI scan. Yeah. Let's continue with this show. Let's leave that
one. Okay. From one man that will be leaving Barcelona at the end of the season to another that his future is still up in the air. I'm talking about Granit Xhaka, the Arsenal midfielder. There are strong reports that the Gunners have been linked to a number. The Gunners are looking at offloading Granit Xhaka, and Germany could be his next destination. We hear Bayer Leverkusen are strongly interested in getting Granit Xhaka, but still all speculations, all rumors, nothing official yet. Now, you can join the conversation on our YouTube platform. Just go to Mainland 98.3 FM to join the conversation right there. You can drop your comment. It's actually me. I see you already. Evening, everyone. Real Madrid is the real Idon team. Ancelotti is a certified Idon coach, and Idon
is the Idon Dong.
And Idon is not allowed to lose at home, and Idon wins away.
Idon wins away.
Loving you guys. Where is Ola and Sweetiemi? Well, Ola is working hard. Sweetiemi is also working hard.
What kind of answer is that?
Behind the scene.
What kind of answer is that?
For Tunde Young is also working hard behind the scene. So that's the first thing that came into my head. Well, on Facebook, Ajibade Tiamiyu Ademat says Equato, sir. Thank you very much. Oniremi Ogunfiye says Ala Man City. I don't understand. Oniremi Ogunfiye says I can't wait to see Okwe's reaction to Man City's match yesterday. Then okay, they don't help you reply. Jonah Ijoko has replied and saying Real Madrid will still win. Okay, now let's talk about the coach of Real Madrid. I'm talking about Idon Gongon Carlo Ancelotti, the Don. After that game, he wasn't really happy with the goal Real Madrid conceded, and he said, and I quote, "The ball was off the pitch. Technology said it, and I don't understand why VAR didn't check it. The referee didn't pay attention to many things tonight. We have to play like this again next week. Our strategy was good. We weren't worried when they had possession. Then the second half was completely different. We had the ball and created opportunities. We are very satisfied." Those are the words of Carlo Ancelotti. He got a yellow card for his protest regarding the Manchester City goal that was scored by Kelvin De Bruyne. But quite quickly, let's do a postmortem of that game. Tactics, strategy. Madrid knew what they wanted to do. They knew City will dominate. They will have possession, but they knew that their biggest strength was in their counter-attacking prowess, and they made Manchester City suffer a bit in the first half. But in the end, would you say the game was a 50-50 game based on the performance and based on the outcome of that game?
Like I said yesterday, probably 90% of the people that predicted yesterday's game did not think it could be 50-50. A lot of people said it was going to be 70-30, 80-20. I remember we were still reading messages after the show yesterday, and people were saying, Man City will bulaba Madrid. Man City will beat Madrid. They would scatter them. They would tear them into shreds. And I've always said it. When you get to the Champions League, it's a different ball game. The energy is different. The atmosphere is different. And that's where big players often come up to get the job done. And that's exactly what we saw yesterday. Nobody, except maybe you're a Madrid fan, even some of us at some point, we're just using, let's just do loyalty. We knew it was going to be a very difficult game. And we saw it at the start of it yesterday. It was a swarm of attack upon attack from Manchester City. We knew Manchester
Thibaut Courtois was fantastic.
We knew there was no way Madrid were going to match up Man City's energy in terms of possession. Look, Modric was literally in the box 18 for Madrid, getting the balls out.
Benzema was dealt with.
Madrid could not come out of their box. But sometimes in football, it is not how many chances you get. It is how many of those chances you converted. The goal from Vinicius Junior was Madrid's second shot in that game. The first shot on target.
In the first half.
And that was just about it. And the moment that goal went in, the conversation changed. Man City knew that they cannot sit back. And once or two, Real Madrid started picking in the point. The atmosphere at the Santiago Bernabeu changed. The fans started singing. They started talking. They consumed the Man City fans that were in that stadium. And then I need to give it to Tunde Young. He asked for his flowers, and I said I was not going to give him. I was going to give him rubber band. He got the prediction right from Vinicius Junior and
the key battle,
Kyle Walker. He knew that if he should make any mistake of trying to be overly aggressive in terms of attacking yesterday, he's going to get roasted. And guess what? He did not get dribble pass once by Vinicius. In fact, at some point in the first half, Vinicius Junior had to switch roles with Rodrigo Goes and move into that other side, because he knew that, you see this boy Walker, he will kill me, because from Rodrigo Goes' role, it was open. They knew that the problem they had to neutralize had to be Vinicius Junior, and his attention was on him. At the end of the day, it's a game of who wanted it the most. And I'm going to be very sincere with you. It got to a point in that game that you felt Real Madrid should have gotten the job done, even before Man City equalized.
Well, key moments in that game, Ruben Diaz's interception to stop the ball from getting towards
that was a goal. That was just easy tapping for Benzema. If he wasn't there,
it should have been
easy tapping.
And Real Madrid did not create a lot of chances yesterday, but when they attacked, they were really, really threatening for Manchester City. Now, Pedro, let me go to you regarding the officiating. Pep Guardiola did not say anything about the officiating. Of course, it was his team that benefited from that error from the center referee yesterday. But what do you make of the officiating yesterday in that game? The goal, and also Real Madrid fans, some of them believe they should have been given penalties on at least 2 occasions in that game.
I think the build up to City's goal was, I would say, the ball went out of line first off, and I think I've seen.
Should have been a throwing?
Yes, I think I've seen pictures where the ball left the line, but what I read was that they said it didn't actually leave. Everything did not leave.
I saw a video where the ball entirely crossed the line.
There was a 3D analysis of that was uploaded by ESPN official account, and it was very clear.
But I'm sorry, like I was thinking maybe perhaps Vinicius should still play to the referee's whistle. Because it wasn't like it should hold. If you watch the replay, it was Vinicius that was.
The people on the sideline were closer to it, and that was exactly what prompted Carlo Ancelotti's reaction.
No, I'm talking about Vinicius. He should have continued playing. Like he wasn't.
What do you have the VAR for? The VAR, even as Wenger came out to say that he was wondering why the VAR did not call the game.
Now, okay.
What do you have the VAR for?
Where is now the place of play to the whistle?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm asking. I'm
saying
the
VAR are defeated.
Like Vinicius should have just attacked the ball. Okay, but Basi throwing. You understand what I'm saying? But he didn't do that.
See, when I keep telling everyone that bringing in technologies into football, a game being played by human beings that are open to mistakes, but we are looking for perfection, and we are using another human being to perfect the mistake of another human being, because the VAR is not automated. It is people that are watching the VAR.
We have to apply it.
We have to make. I mean, we've seen it now that VAR is even overruling goal line technology. It seems as confused as the people bringing the VAR into the thing. Why do we have VAR when key moment? Even look at even the game yesterday. Bernardo Silva's tackle on Vinicius Junior. That was supposed to be a straight red. What was your stud doing on that player's legs? It's supposed to be a straight red. See, there were a lot of questionable calls yesterday from the center referee. And you know, this is not the first time. In fact, one of the officials, you were bringing it to my attention yesterday, there was one that officiated the game between Croatia and I can't remember, that knocked out Croatia at the World Cup, and Luka Modric came out. He was ranting.
That was Daniel Osato.
Sato, he was part of the officials yesterday. He was. Yeah. Modric was ranting and complaining about the quality of officiating at the World Cup. The same, so it's something that we need to sit back and work on.
But I think, I do think the Portuguese referee did his best. But the only flaw that he had yesterday was that goal, that build up to the goal. That he didn't. I think he had a 50%.
He allowed the goal to flow.
That game is actually the one of, if not the biggest game so far in the UEFA Champions League this season.
Let's move on. So the name of the Portuguese referee is Dia Soares. That's the name of the Portuguese referee. That's center referee for the game yesterday between Real Madrid and Manchester City. Hold on now. So that moment of error, how long will it go in deciding this tie?
Maybe the second leg. If probably Man City just wins 1-0 at the Etihad Stadium and then they get to qualify, you go back and check some of those key moments in the first leg. Or maybe Madrid would also ask themselves why they couldn't kill the game off yesterday before allowing Kevin De Bruyne's. By the way, I think I'll go for Kevin De Bruyne's goal, because that was a crazy goal. Like
before Courtois even dived, the ball
the internet. So I think it is, maybe if Madrid fails to qualify for the finals, then they'll now look back and say that this decision went against us, because Ancelotti is not known to be a manager that reacts aggressively. So for him to have gotten a yellow card yesterday, I mean, they were at the touchline, they saw that the ball was already out of play.
All right, let's talk about the one for tonight. I'm talking about AC Milan against Inter Milan. That game is at the San Siro. Yes, AC Milan will take on Inter Milan in the second semi-final of the UEFA Champions League later tonight. And for the third time, the UEFA Champions League stages an all-Milan knockout tie as 7-time winners. AC Milan faces neighbors Inter, the last Italian side to lift the trophy in the semi-final first leg at San Siro, the ground the two teams actually share. Now, looking at these two teams, they are no strangers to each other. It's just they are no strangers to each other. They've played in the Champions League as well, and one is the most successful side in the most successful Italian side in the Champions League. The other is the last Italian team to win the UEFA Champions League. For AC Milan, they are sweating on the fitness of Rafael Leao. Even if he gets to play in this game, you can be rest assured that he most likely will not be 100%. So he might not have the kind of magic you expect him to have when he's 100% fit. Talking about Rafael Leao, how big of an advantage is this to Inter Milan heading into this game, and what are the players to watch out for in this game? There is a certain Olivier Giroud who won the Champions League with Chelsea, won the World Cup. Since he left Arsenal, he's been upward. He's been upward in his career. And you look at the other side, there's Lautaro Martinez.
I've thrown shades again.
Come on, he left Arsenal, he won the Champions League, won the Europa League, won the World Cup, Should I go on and on?
On.
So quickly, okay. I mean, what are you looking forward to the most in the Milan derby tonight?
So much to look out for. Both of them, like you said, they are not new to each other. They are arguably two of the most successful sides in Italian football. AC Milan being one of the most successful clubs in European football.
The second best team.
I mean, they're also the defending champion in the dethroned champion in the Italian Serie A. So there's a lot to look out for. And again, even the win probability is so close. Is just 39 for Inter Milan, 30 for AC Milan, 31 into extra time win for the into draw for them. See, we've seen this before, and I remember it was one particular. I can't remember the year exactly that they had to suspend the game because of the fireworks at the San Siro.
They eventually awarded three goals
because it was such a very fierce affair. And now this is another opportunity. AC Milan have not gotten to the final of the Champions League since the last time they won it.
2007.
That's 2007. Inter Milan on their part, I think the last time they won it was also under Jose Mourinho.
The last time
when they won the treble,
which was the last time they were in the semi-final.
Exactly, they won the Champions League, they won the Scudetto, they won the Italian Cup. A team inspired by Wesley Sneijder still took the Dutch team to the final of the World Cup where they lost by 1-0 to Spain. So it's a team of both of them wanting it, and then they could fancy their chance. Whoever qualifies, the final is a one-off. Any of both of them have been at the finals before if they play against a Man City that have lost the finals before.
Okay, so it's a leveled game for you?
Yes.
The fact that even the home ground, they share it.
Both of them share the same. So it's just the numbers of allocated seats that determines who is home or who is not away. But AC Milan is at home in their home today. So it's AC Milan versus Inter Milan. And it just shows you how big Italian teams have gotten. Now, there's still two Italian teams. There's still another Italian team left in the Europa League.
In the Europa League, there is AS Roma and Juventus. Two of them can make it to the final.
There's AS
in
Roma.
The Conference League, there's Fiorentina.
There's still Fiorentina, and Fiorentina have not even lost a game throughout.
So there are 5 European teams left.
There are 5 Italian teams.
5 Italian teams left
at the 3 level of European football
in the semi-finals.
It shows that the Italian league also is gradually coming up there, maybe reclaiming their old glory. Remember that when AC Milan won it last, they got to 2 finals back to back. They gave up a 3-goal lead against.
No, it wasn't back to back. They lost the final in 2005. Barca and Barca, the only final that Arsenal fans hold on to. They will not forget.
2006 in Paris.
Then in
2007. AC Milan came back and they eventually won that one. So I think it's a game of old boys wanting to taste victory again. Both of them have won the Italian Serie A in between that period, but they want to play.
These are the last 2 champions of the Serie A. So 0913-600-0410 is a number to call to join the conversation. You can send in a text message via WhatsApp or via SMS to 0913-600-0410. 30 right there. You can also drop your comments on our YouTube page. Just go to Mainland 98.3 FM. You can do the same on our Facebook page. Just go to Mainland 98.3 FM. Pedro, I'll take you in a bit, but first, let's take this call. Hello, good evening. Okay, do well to call us back if you can. 0913 600 0410 is the number to call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, your name and location.
Greatness from Abara.
Welcome, Greatness. Let's have your take.
Please, I have 3 questions. The ball Bernard Silva played was played to Kamavinga. Kamavinga controlled the ball, wanted passing to the middle.
Then he lost it.
Rodri collected it and went to score. Referee gave you guys advantage to counter Man City. Adu being Madrid counter Man City, can't go score them.
Advantage from a throwing. It wasn't a foul. It was a throwing. There's no advantage on
the
throwing.
ball never come out finish now.
Wow.
Ball never come out. More no they talk based on sentiment because of say you be a Madrid fan.
No.
In a match that I watch, Man City control, dominate, created chances. Kevin De Bruyne could have scored 2 yesterday, and they will not tell me that Madrid could have killed the game. Which game Madrid for kill? This game when I watched yesterday. The only thing I blame Haaland need to work on controlling ball, dribbling, no, not just waiting for players to create for you. If Haaland will work on this thing, I'm telling you, Man City will be killing. What is Madrid? What did Madrid play? They will see what we will bury them in Inter Stadium.
Okay, thank you very much for your take. Let's take the next call. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Welcome.
This is Body.
Welcome, buddy. Let's have your take. Where are you calling from, though?
I'm on the road.
Always on the road. Welcome.
The last caller now said we should not be watching football with sentiment. But he just woke out of sentiment now. He said the boy is ball advantage. Is he a throwing that some people just call it just without knowing the nitty-gritty of rules of football. Notwithstanding, I was expecting Tunde Young in the studio, but he didn't come. So I will reserve my comment. I called in the morning. So I was looking for him. So since he didn't come,
don't worry.
Because the way he was talking yesterday, they will beat Madrid like everything. They will do like waiting happen. Madrid is a small picking club. But he's not in the studio, so I will reserve my comment whenever he's around now, so I can call and express my feelings towards his comment yesterday.
No, Allah. Thank you very much, buddy. Let's take the next call. Hello, good evening.
Hey, good evening, everybody in the studio.
Welcome. Ufoma from Agodo.
Yes, thank you very much. Please, in the morning when I called, the reduction of Juventus, they return it back to them.
Yes, it has been returned.
Please, you pull up, because it was the second caller that called. Please, in case I did, please just try to correct.
No, Allah. No, Allah.
Yes. The second leg in the 8 years, I perceive that Benzema will score 2 goals. Yes, because it is going to be between life and death. Because all the opportunity, as I said in the morning, the pressure will be on the Man City. The first leg, the pressure was at Madrid, but the second pressure would be at Man City. So I'm seeing Benzema likely scoring 2 goals at Etihad Stadium.
All right.
That will take them to the final.
All right, thank you very much. Oh, sorry, I thought you were done with your contribution. Please call back from Agodo if you still can. 0913 600 0410.
Boss, Obamio.
K-Boss.
Well done, guys.
Welcome.
I've been trying this line, but I can see that so many people are on it.
Yes.
Well,
people that their teams are in the Champions League, though.
You are not serious. Who is the analyst here? I see him Champions League. Well, are you?
I'm the presenter of the show, so I get the white card.
No, well, don't let us drag anything. The boy is out, is chewing. So no need of being saying that is a settlement or anything. And if the call has been called, it can fine. Man City can score, but that cannot make it a goal. Do you understand? But that officiating that leads to that goal will be talked about, because they will tell you that should have been called. Because there's a time when what was it called? Ike Godogan was being injured or so, and the ball was on play. Vinicius Junior was a counter attack, and the referee called back the call, and everybody was like, "No, this is on play." And that's a very good chance for Madrid could take some advantage. So, but don't let us drag anything for someone to say maybe Okwe is being sentiment. That ball is a throwing. So I know Etihad is the decision, but give it to Kamavinga. Nah, that guy is phenomenal.
All
that
right.
guy, I have a nice day.
You want somebody like him at Manchester United, have you?
I swear.
Baba, go and enjoy your Manchester United. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, your name and location, please.
This is Bolu from Punjab.
Welcome, Bolu. Let's have your take.
Yesterday, the battle between Madrid, it was not expected. I expected my match to blow them away, but kudos to Real Madrid. They don't show that they are doing better competition. And concerning the goal, yes, I know it was tough shit. I also saw pictures of it, but no, it is no perfect. It just
Okay, Bolu, please try to call us back if you can. Your network not so good right there. Let's go to our WhatsApp portal to take some messages right here. 0913 600 0430 is the number to send your messages to. This one right here says, "Hi guys, truth is Man City were the clear favorite to win last night, but they lack confidence. They were scared of the name Real Madrid and Santiago Bernabeu. And on the other hand, Vinicius Jr. played like a true traditional Brazilian player of the late 90s and early 2000s. Let's see what happens at the Etihad." Jacob Ku also went on to add, "You see that Ruben Diaz is among the top 2 center-backs in the world football today. Solid, devoid of errors, matured and clever. Since he returned from injury layout, City has become very solid and compact at the back and are without a defeat, but somehow it doesn't get the hype it deserves. Sad shame." Jacob Ku, thank you for your message. Let's take some comments on Facebook right now. Esther Fatorisa on Facebook says, "I think people are forgetting that Real Madrid drew at home to Manchester City, which is not good. I don't get where the praise is coming from. Build up to the game. I literally told my friend you can't write a team that won 14 Champions League title off, if I'm not mistaken, because you think they are not in the best forms this season. Real Madrid plays a different ball game in the Champions League, and also I don't get why Pep never made any substitution yesterday. Everything will be decided at Manchester." Thank you very much, Esther, for your take. Adebayo Mustafa says, "Good evening, everyone. I want Madrid to win Man City in the second leg. Ala Madrid." Opeyemi, your mouth is too sweet. Opo fun Waris here. Okay, Said Ayinla Mustafa says, "Well done, guys. Thank you very much for your contribution." Abe City on YouTube says, "Good evening, great guys. Please remind Pep 2013-2014 what Madrid did to him. Man City fans should be ready for the Champions League landlord." Caleb Ojuku says, "Real Madrid needs to tell us the juju way them they use for this competition." Thank you very much for your comments. You can keep them coming on Facebook and also on YouTube. Now, quickly, let me take your predictions. Pedro, your predictions. Which of the Milan teams will win tonight? Inter Milan or AC Milan? Or do you see a draw?
I see a score draw.
A score draw?
Yes.
Okay. I'll
go for Inter.
Inter to win.
That's tough, but I'll go for Inter to win.
Well, this is just my opinion. I have a bias for AC Milan.
I know you.
I think I want them to win
jinx it.
the UEFA Champions League for this season. So I want City to knock out Real Madrid, then City loses to AC Milan in the final, so that yes, AC Milan, we can talk about the stories of Olivier Giroud, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and the likes. I love stories like that. I love stories like that.
That is worrying.
I want AS Roma to win the Europa League,
fairy tale stories,
and Fiorentina to win the Italian, Fiorentina to win the Conference League. So all the 3 European titles to go to Italy. That's where my bias is, and I'm just saying this is what I wish. But I mean, they say if wishes were horses, beggars will ride. So it's not about my wish; it's about what will happen on the field of play. So with that, I will tell you good night. We'll be back tomorrow bright and early for Sport Update by 6:30 a.m. and of course, Sport Cruise will return by 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. Till then, stay tuned to Mainland 98.3 FM. Have a wonderful rest of the night. Bye-bye.